Hello everyone, I am Nate Lex and welcome back to X-Dex. Today I'm going to be teaching you a move called the W.E.R.M. The W.E.R.M looks a little something like this, and it was originally created by Dan and Dave Buck. Dan and Dave Buck are a famous set of twins who popularized the art of cardistry, and today I'm going to be teaching you this simple explanation on how to do an intermediate cardistry move. I hope you guys really enjoy this. It's a really fun move to do. And I will even teach you a variation of this move in the end. It may be a little difficult to teach, but it's really fun. So I'm going to get into it right now. All right, everybody, let's jump into the tutorial for the W.E.R.M. So the W.E.R.M, the only requirement is a Z grip in regular Z grip. That's the best part about this move. It's fairly simple. It's a bit more advanced than other moves. It's kind of an intermediate move. But it is still pretty simple. So what you're going to want to do is start in Z grip just like this. And the other thing you want to be able to do is pivot off a card with your index finger. So what happens is when you're gripping a packet like this between your middle and your thumb, your index can push, apply pressure forward, and it will pivot off your middle finger like this, off your thumb. So what's going to happen here is you're going to raise up into Z grip like this, with your pinky at the back, index at the front, and hold Z grip like this. What you're going to do now is take this wrist here on your non-dealer's grip hand and turn it downward. If you guys watched my move Tuscaloosa last time, Tuscaloosa will help you get a good prerequisite for this. And this might even be a good prerequisite for Tuscaloosa, depending on which order you learned it in. So what's going to happen is your wrists are going to turn down this way, and you're going to pivot off a card. What happens here is your thumb can be removed off of this packet, and it stretches out like this, it extends. So in this card here, I'll see if I can turn this upward. This is always really hard. What you do is you essentially connect the card like this, but to your pinky. So the card pivoted is going to meet your pinky like this. So when you raise up into Z grip, like so, you turn down like this, so now you kind of make a square. And then what happens on the other side of this is you push the index card here. And it's going to touch your pinky right down there. See if I can turn it up so you can see it. Right there. And then from the top, it'll look like this. Let's see if I can bend it so you guys can see kind of what it looks like that. Only it's kind of hard to do. So I'll show you in a shot, and in the preview, you'll be able to see it. But the card pushes out like this. So you can pivot it like that. So from the front, it looks like this. Okay? So you go open to Z grip. You turn your wrist down so that the cards are now looking like this. And then you push the index finger forward to get it to meet there. So now you should be able to do this and wiggle the cards back and forth. The card should be between your pinky and middle, middle and thumb, thumb and index finger, and then pinky and index finger on this hand. And then what you do is this card at the bottom here, you're gonna go to the bottom side of this packet, you're going to push right in here, okay? So it's going to go in front of this packet and behind this pivot card. It's going to go right there. So then guys, and of course, cards are sliding out. So let's do that again for you. Sorry, guys. So we'll go into Z grip, push out to this, thumb contacts the bottom and pushes up like this. So now you're stuck in this grip. What's going to happen here is this thumb on this hand is going to grab this packet, okay, and take it away. And now this packet is going to be stuck between the pinky and the thumb. So from the front, I'll try to turn around and show you guys what this will look like. It's going to look like, I'll make sure I'm in the camera angle, this. So pinky is going to push out like so, okay? Thumb is going to come push that forward like this. Okay, thumb's going to grab on back here. I'll show you that behind in a second. It's going to separate like that. That's pretty cool, right? And that is the W.E.R.M. That's the regular W.E.R.M. So let me get back to this position. So what you do is you raise up into grip like this, push that card forward to meet your pinky. This thumb slides over, it pushes in front of this packet and behind the card pivoted, and then they separate. So now in this hand, you've got the card pushed out, and then the middle card that you pushed out from this packet will be between the thumb and your pinky on the other hand. And in this hand, you're going to have this. So if you guys haven't learned the scissor grip yet, that's not something I've taught in a tutorial yet, but we will teach later, and it looks like that, the scissor cut. But you're going to be holding it in a grip that looks like this once you get your thumb. And then this card is going to be between your thumb and your pinky like so. So it's going to kind of look like that from behind. Now the extension of this and the closing are a little bit more complicated, so let me get into that and show you. So you go into Z grip with the pinky at the back, turn your wrist down, index pushes that card off to touch the pinky, this thumb pushes out like so, this thumb re-grabs here and extends out, and then what happens here is you can pivot this card backwards like this, and with your ring and your pinky you can slide a card off the top here, and then this is weird, so then you take a card like this, a packet, and balance it off your chin, and that is the extension. So with this packet right here, you've got this thing, and you take your chin, oh, how do I get this angle? And you break off a packet, you almost do like a swing cut with your chin, like this. And then this is all connected. And it looks really weird, like this. I don't even know if I can show you guys this, but it's weird. I also did another extension, if you guys really want to learn that version, where you go to worm, you peel off a pinky packet, and then see these fingers right here? You can actually put a card up there between those as well, and one off your pinky, and then one off your chin here. And then it's a super long extended worm, and then you end up in weird shapes like this with one hand, which is kind of fun. I'm gonna try to do those things for you guys when I walk through the, I'll do like a slow-mo version of that or something when I walk you guys through it later. But that is pretty much the worm. I'm gonna go through it one more time, and then obviously in the previews you'll be able to see how the other ones work. But I'm gonna get you the basic mechanics of this one down right now, and then we'll be done. So just to Z grip, pivot a card off, tilt that down to meet the pinky over here. Oh, I'm losing them as I'm trying to point with my pinky, or with my thumb. Go here, slide down like this, down here, meet with your thumb. This thumb comes down, pushes this card forward. This thumb meets at the back and they separate to do this. And that is the basic worm, if you can do that. Then you can rotate this packet, or this little single individual card back, grab a card here with your ring and your pinky, and then breaks them off with the chin, and that's the worm extension. And then the extension is just the same thing. Break off, index pivots down to hit that, thumb comes out. This is also gonna take some stretching of your fingers, guys. My goodness, and I'm dropping some. And guys, I don't even do this one perfectly, my extension, where I get this big part out and then break off a piece of my chin. This is fairly hard. This gets to the more difficult ones. And then I will just show you how to close the basic one, because the extension that I made up doesn't have an elegant ending. But to close, you get to that position of worm. And then what I do is I usually just bring this packet down with a thumb, swing this individual card forward, move my index back to throw this on top, and then I can do this on top, or I can rotate it around, just like I taught in Tuscaloosa, by moving your index finger to the back and flipping it over your thumb, like so. But for a beginner, I would just close like so. You're out here in the extension of regular worm, you bring it forward to close, come down, slap on top, maybe do a turnover. But guys, that is the tutorial for the worm. I hope you've enjoyed. Also, this is not my move, it's Dan and Dave's move, but it's a classic in the card community, so I thought I would teach it. Hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll be back next week with another one. Alrighty everyone, thank you so much for watching my tutorial on the worm and the worm extension. I know this is probably a longer tutorial, and please watch it a couple times over. It may take a while for you to get this move down. They're pretty difficult. But I really hope you enjoyed this. A couple house cleaning items as always. I work for xdex.com, that's x-dex.com, and you can purchase rare playing cards there from us. Also, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps if you like this video, because then it gets promoted on whatever pages and helps other people learn these moves. But please subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and like this. And yeah, keep trying cardistry. I hope you guys do well, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.